is going well. Today, we are starting the final trial of Ace Attorney 2. I forget the title of the game. Don't worry about it. I can't believe it. This is it, you guys. This is it. I'm feeling very kind of... it's exciting, because this storyline is very exciting. But it's also really sad, because I freaking love... This game out of the trilogy is my favorite. I'm not ready to part ways with my precious Franzi. Precious Friska. And, when we get to Game 3, we'll talk about it more, but this one is good, so I'm sad to see it end. But you ready to get started on, probably the first part of 2 or 3, we'll see, trial portions. Let's go! Huffing! This happened before. This happened at the beginning. You know I love that circular storytelling. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right? Gotta love how it's freaking slowing down everything. Yay. I apologize. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. I will squish you. I like how even in his dream... Well, I guess it makes sense. It's kind of like a work-related dream. He's in a suit. Usually I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago. I remember, Feeny. It was the beginning of this game. As if this day was written into my destiny. Well, that's a cute way of thinking of it. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. This game is so good. I'm already so hyped, but we just started. March 23, 9:43 a.m. Okay, we're in lobby number 3 this time. It looks exactly the same. The picture should change. That's all I have to say. I am so excited, you guys. So much is going down. Hello, this is Phoenix, right? You don't look so well, dude. I don't like him for various reasons, but like the petty, stupid reason is this stuff. We've talked about it. I'm gonna say it again. I don't like this man doing this stuff. Don't waste my time. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Feeny. Hang in there, Feeny. Hang in there. Don't, you know. Oh, he's just doing this in front of everyone. Okay. Haha. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. You're just showing off your alter ego. Is it alter ego? It's maybe his true self. Maybe true self. In front of the 2 bailiffs and maybe other public people. These lobby public can come in or no? I don't understand how any of this works. Grr. What the heck was the grr? He says it all the time and it's really awkward. Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Do you think people who are like Maya stans like this game? Because Maya has been absent for a while, you know? I don't mind. I like Maya a lot, but Pearl's better, so. Maya! Phoenix! Phoenix! Oh, Mia! Mamma Mia! Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? Oh, I do know something about this game. But I won't tell you until later. Because it might happen if I get a game over. I don't trust myself. I might fail, so you'll see it if it happens. She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. You know Mia, ne? Pearl does not wear makeup because Pearl is 8 years old. But that is this lilac, like a light pink purple lip. I see that lip, girl. I see that lip. Pearl does not have that lip. So, what, you have that lip? You bring a lipstick in from the beyond? But no bra? But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. No bra, but freaking lip. It's a good color on her. It's that accursed on guard again. This is so annoying. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. It's not going to be him because she's yelling. Gumshoe. You're a really mean pal. Gumshoe! Gumshoe, I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? Let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead. I don't really remember how this wraps up. I know how it wraps up if you fail, but I don't remember how it wraps up if you succeed. I mean, I can guess that it's gonna have a happy ending, you know, but, I only remember stuff with Franzi at the end. I don't remember anything else, because, you know, priorities. Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, and until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get Unguard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. They're gonna have to, right? They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. On it? I have to make the trial last longer. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out, okay? Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. Yes, they can do anything. So, believe in us, so we're going to give it all we've got, just like you. Oh, you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Who doesn't love Gumshoe? Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. Ooh. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah! That's true. Give that anime pep talk. You give that anime pep talk, Mia. Mia! Looks like we're coming to the end. I know. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. Is Pearl in 3? I don't remember if Pearl is in 3. If Pearl's not in 3, I'm gonna riot. Because spoiler alert, Franzi's not in 3. Franzi's not in any other game. No, that's not true. Franzi's like a young 13-year-old in some game. The Miles Edgeworth ones. One of them. She's there. I'm not interested in young prepubescent Franzi. Where's older Franzi? That's what I want. Older Franzi. We'll talk more about growing up characters later. I don't want to spoil anything. But Franzi. Please bring Franzi back. Okay. Okay. You ready? I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm excited. 10 a.m. Let's go. There's our precious boy. Our good little boy. Court is now— I shouldn't— that sounded creepy. I'm sorry. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Unguard. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What the heck are we gonna do? The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Okay, sass? No. As I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Unguard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all. I'm not finished, Your Honor. Let me finish. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. I remember something else. I'm not going to say it because it might spoil, so I'm going to be careful. I remember who's going to be testifying later. Nah. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Man on Guard. How do people find out about these assassin people? Like a word of mouth, it must be. The dark web, maybe. Those kind of places? I don't know. What a surprising turn of events! It's kind of weird to me. I mean, it's not good either, but I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true, but we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. This must have been weird for Pearl. Like for Pearl, she knows she's channeling Mia, and she's not gonna know what happened until it's all over. Like, the last part of her consciousness is gonna be like, please, when I wake up from this, or wake up, when I come back, let it have been good. That, I don't know. Well, she's 8, but that would be hard for me, you know? Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Oh yeah, that's right, we start with this boy. Will Powers is a good boy. I like him. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. He need a little self-esteem boost. You know what I'm saying? He need a little self-esteem boost. He's a little too down on himself. He doesn't need to feel that way, you know? Okay. I'm Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid acting star. See, this kind of thing, nah. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's... I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please. You don't need to put yourself down so much. Yeah. Don't. Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of nothing sort of guy. Oh, don't say that, baby. You could, break things? Now, you seem nice. He seems like a nice guy. And he is strong. And, you know, people like that in a man. Some people like that in a man, eh? So, don't sell yourself short, Will Powers. The night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? And his charm point to me is the little frilly handkerchief with just like a big man. You know I love stuff like that. Yes. It shows like a charm. It's cute. It's charming. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Unguard's room. Okay, sure. How old is he again? He's like young. He's like 21 or something ridiculous. He's so, yeah, he's like way younger than he looked. He looked like 45. Well, maybe 40. Something like that. He's not though. He doesn't act that old though. He acts kind of young. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Eh? This one is the Shelley the Killer, isn't it? The hair? The hair? The hair, right? Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. This is setting up what? This is setting up that he was talking to Shelley, and Shelley was there? I think so, because that hair is kind of stand out, you know? Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Ungard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. Edgeworth, I know what you're implying, baby. Does Feeny? What are you implying? This is something I feel like we should have known from before, but that's okay. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? I think maybe it's obvious for me, but in, like, real life, would you think back? I think it would, though. You would replay the moment before that person got kidnapped. I just think it's an oversight for someone like Feeny, who's a lawyer, to not think, like, who told Maya to go to the front? Or trying to get... Well, there was no, like, video recording of the hotel, but... You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? Yeah. Well, whatever. I mean... Whatever. It's not so much about proving our client innocent as it is finding out more information about what happened and then delaying it as long as possible. It's kind of awkward. Let's press this. Cause like, why did he want to go? Maybe? I don't know. The defendant's room. Why did you want to go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. This guy would be good at the big brother thing, right? I could see he's like good with kids. Like, people like that. People like that. Those are things that are likable, you know? I think he shouldn't sell himself short, Nate. What? What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Right. What is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? Ah! I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. We know, baby! No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Have more faith in yourself. Every time. Witness! I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. Okay, yeah, do it. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. I'm sorry. Okay, that was a waste of time. Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? That's okay. Wait, hold on. I'm scared I'm gonna accidentally present something I don't want to present, but how old is this fool again? 24! Wait, he's only a year younger than Feeny and crew. Ah, interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna push that. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was a bellboy. Well, what made you think it was somebody else? At first, what do you mean by that? Matt does look good here. I mean, his personality is like rotten hot garbage, and you would find that out relatively quickly, but he looks good here. I will say that. I will give that. Well, he was in a bellboy-ish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? That's what I'm asking you! I'm sorry, but I can't remember right now. I'm sorry. Huh? I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. I watched the two of them for a while. Okay. I don't know what else to do. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip, but that's a perfectly normal thing to do, y'all. So how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. Is this one of those ones where you just press everything? I wouldn't be surprised if we're trying to kill time, right? So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and little Pearl. Little baby Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. See, he's a thoughtful boy in a yellow suit. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Girl. I'm gonna push this because I don't know what else to push. Are you sure that was Matt on guard? Yeah! I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And? What was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? Oh my god. We need something. What did Mia say? Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? Girl, it has literally been months since the beginning of this chapter for me. I don't remember. Honey? Okay, I had to ask the internet for help. Also, there's only 2 parts of this trial. So maybe just 2 VODs. This VOD and next VOD, that's it? Hi. Anyway, it said press the 4th one, which we did, but we did it in order. So the problem is, now I have to go back and press the 3rd one again. I would not have understood that or gotten it on my own, so it's fine. 1, 2, so it's this one. Now we push this again, and he's gonna add testimony. At first! What do you mean by that? We did this though, right? Didn't think he was a normal bellboy. Why did I think that? How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, there we go. Mr. Powers, you... only a few minutes ago you stated... you know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident? Okay, that does work, but I don't think I would have gotten that on my own. I don't think I really... Like, sometimes I'm like, ugh, duh! This is not one of those times. This is like, oh, thank God I looked it up. I would have struggled. That's how I feel. Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Edgeworth, I love you. There's not enough Edgeworth, there's not enough Pearl, and there's not any Francie in 3. I don't even know if Pearl's in 3. All I'm saying is we have a severe downgrade from our situation currently. I'm just trying to savor the moment. Nah. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Okay, we have something to touch now. Push. Push. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. How much do you think this guy makes? I know certain things in entertainment, you make no money. My friend, person, she knows, makes like basically minimum wage and works like 16, 18-hour days. And then have to go from job to job, is very insecure financially. And she's been doing it for like 5 years and hasn't gotten like the upgrade kind of thing. And she's like good at her job. It's not like it's just hard out there. Entertainment seems like it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Seems like it sucks. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. Well, how much? How much was it? That's not what he said, but that's fine. But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. The stitching. Nah, stitching. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. They both seem important, yo. Let's ask how much it was. Because even if he says the stuff with the stitching, we don't have enough like to say, oh, that was Shirley to kill. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's gonna hold up. But if he gave a large amount for a tip, although if he gave a large amount for a tip, we could say, isn't that suspicious? He's giving like $3,000 as a tip. But then, you know, freaking Matt over here with his spring breezeness could be like, oh, money means nothing to me, dude. Money just means nothing. I'm still gonna go with the tip, though. The face feels more... I don't know. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. To me, Matt doesn't seem like the type of person who'd be generous for no reason. Like, he's always gonna want to have something in return, you know? But I don't think we can prove that in a court of law, but I can prove it in my heart. A little too much! Would you please clarify for the court about how much we would say the defendant gave to the bellboy? If I was a rich person, I would, like, go to a restaurant and the waiter or whatever, I would give them, like, $3,000. If I had so much money, it kind of lost its meaning. There's no universe where that's ever gonna happen. But I would do that, you know, or like somebody who, you know, I don't know, you maybe overhear something, somebody talking. Oh, they're in debt. Oh, medical bills. Oh, something. Then you like say, hey, give that table, I will pay for that table's, you know, meal or something like that. I want to do those kind of things anonymously. I don't want people to know it's me because that would be embarrassing. But I want to do that. You could be like the freaking Robin Hood helping people out. I think that's good. I think that's good. Yes. Anyway, how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. Huh? Well, what bill was on top of the wad of cash, bruh? Was it a 1 or 100? That makes a huge difference. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash! Even the way he stands is so like, ooh, you. It's cute! Like, this big man with a scary face being like, hi, my name is Mr. Power. It's kind of moe, ne? He's moe like Andrews, but in a different way. Maybe the opposite way. Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. What does Edgeworth do with his money? Because you know he's rich too. I bet he invests it in, like, you know, stocks and bonds. And is very... I can see him being sort of stingy. Nah, a little bit. That's not good. Edgy! Buy me nice things, edgy. Buy your boyfriend nice things, edgy. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. What am I objecting to? I don't know. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typically fair for people like him. No, it's not. What are we saying? You're embarrassing ourselves. It's fine. We have to play the game. We have to roleplay this fighting McFightster over here. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I be standing around here prosecuting? Because you love it, Edgeworth? It's not about the money. It's about the feeling you get when you fight your boyfriend over here. He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. Oh yeah, like Larry didn't pay him. Defense attorney make no money, prosecutor make money. Is that how it works? All I know is immigration lawyer make like $0. It's bad. It's very bad. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment. Yeah, we know, Edgy. We know. Isn't it obvious for the murder of Mr. Juan Carita? I can't believe they would do something like that in a public space. Like, they asked him to get caught, you know what I'm saying? They had to have talked about this before. He lives with him, I mean, right now, right? He's the butler. Why couldn't they do this at his house? This is so suspicious and so stupid. Then the bellboy witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Do you think we would have gotten to the same conclusion if we had done the face thing? I don't know. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? Yeah, he's not us. He's not us. I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer? He is the person the police special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that this person was the witness. The person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really? Were you scared? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Would you like to share with the class, baby? Oh. Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? He's gonna say when the phone call for Maya, ne? He was there for that, right? I think so. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. Yeah, I like Will Powers. I like him. He's a good boy. Bad suit, good boy. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. You know, bathroom going is like a weirdly... There's a lot of talking about that for this one. Feeny went to the bathroom. He's going to the bathroom. The bathroom in this hallway. I guess because people, there's like traffic there, right? People are seeing stuff. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Why? Bellboys come in and out of rooms, right? They delivered the food. And other stuff, I think. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. Okay, I'm gonna push... I mean... We don't have to downplay your statement with the I mean. Thank you very much. That's all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. Okay. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. What are we, a monkey? Ha 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 ha. This is no laughing matter. Okay, I think I know what to do. I mean, I've said this before and I've been wrong, so who knows. But I feel like it. I don't want to ask about the bathroom. Let's say this one. Why was he out of place? So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? I can read words. Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. What else do bellboys do? Would there be a reason they're empty-handed? Like, do they go buy stuff? I don't think so. I don't know what rich people's bellboys do. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. I have called for a room service during the COVID time. Well, I mean, it's still happening now, but when it was a little bit worse. I had to stay at a hotel for various reasons. And because of that, people, you know, stay in your room and the people won't come and make your bed, those kind of things. I had to call for extra towel because there was only like one. The other one has stain on it. It was very uncomfortable. And they put it in a little bag and they came to my room, but they knocked and then they ran away. And then in the little bag was my towel, a fresh towel. So, I mean, they didn't go in the room, but that's a place where there could be empty-handed. Like if you ask for soap or something extra. I'm just saying I don't think this stands up all the way. You know what I mean? Like bellboys would do that, right? Or is it like a maid, the people who take care of the rooms, like a maid people? I don't know. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I don't think I would. I don't think I would have thought of that. I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... try to pull a fast one? We're trying to tangle this little ball of yarn, so we have to be a bad boy. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. What is this? If you two are done being schoolchildren, bellboys offer room service. Then maybe the person who gave me the towel was not a bellboy. I don't know if this hotel had bellboys. Bellboys feel like a rich people hotel. This was not a rich person hotel. This was a regular ass hotel. So maybe, I don't know. I never got help with my luggage though, because I'm not paying for that. Bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. All right, Edgeworth would know. He's the rich bitch here, so. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Grr, Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Okay, we're gonna push that statement, right? Yes, sir. We have to push the statement. Oh. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy... Oh, nee! He was holding the tray! Where's the tray? And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. That we know was in the room. Juice. What kind of juice was it? Tomato? I'm sure it was tomato juice. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed. Some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one. God, what the heck is a proof, though, you know? Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Proof that he came out empty-handed! And I have nails on today. It doesn't make the good sound. The tray is there! The tray is in the room! Okay, wait, hold on. We have to present that, right? And I think we can present it on this statement, so I'm gonna just push E and hope for the best. It's gotta be that. Is that. The bar went away. Mr. Powers. Yes, I like it when I figure it out myself. Feels better. You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. It is true though, Nay. It is true. But I know we have to play the game. But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and it's totally this guy. So so a baseball has stitches? What are you saying? Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Gulp. Oh, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I think it's less about, well, I don't actually know. But I'm assuming they know what Shelly the Killer kind of looks like, right? I don't think because you have stitches on your face means that you're a bad person or you're a killer. It's more that those specific type of stitches are, like, very similar to a wanted serial killer. That's the difference. Okay. I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. The tray. This is a crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on the top of the table in the lower right corner here. Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. I feel like though, yo, couldn't Edgeworth easily say, that's freaking weird to leave the tray there? Like, no person would leave the tray there. That this proves that this wasn't a real professional bellboy, that this was just some guy. Right? The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was left empty-handed when he left. Ah, what? That would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. No. But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. I blame you for leading me down this route. Does Edgeworth have a little health bar that gets blown up now too? Hehehe. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say, empty-handed. Huh? I recall that you had said something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? The bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. Cool. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? I think the easiest thing that could be done in the real world, they would do this, is ask the person who's in charge, like the hotel staff, like a manager. Yo, do you have a bellboy that has stitches on his face? Do you recognize this man? And that guy would go, huh? Who the hell is that? And that would be the proof. It wouldn't be, whatever we're doing here would not happen. You would just talk to the hotel management staff. Whatever. Also, where'd he get the outfit? You know? Whatever. Black leather gloves. So cool. Francie wears black leather gloves too, don't they? That's how you can tell a cool person. That's how. Just that. Nothing else. Why didn't you mention them earlier? I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. Ugh, boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. This would be hard to, like, lie. You know? Like, we know what happened. It's hard. It's a good twist, though, on the format, where you have to be in this different position. Nah. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. The bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made... What are you doing, Feeny? You're embarrassing me. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather? Gulp. I'm surprised Edgeworth didn't yell at him for that. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can just believe he was another bellboy. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Now what? It's all coming together now. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. God, they were so obvious. They didn't even, like, try to hide what they were doing. It was just out and about. He gave something to the person inside the room. We pushed this. What was it? Was it an envelope? What was it? Then, the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Do you think... I feel like he's not going to remember. Maybe we could push that last statement and be like, so what time was that? When you, like, when you came back, went to the bathroom all of those times? I don't know. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, went to the defendant's room? Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident. I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Okay. Okay. Well, we have some places to go. We have some things to try. All right. Sorry, I ended up clicking away. Let's do that one first. I said, hold it! Okay. That's better. You are really stretching. You're just killing time. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Oh, yeah. Ask about the something. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something? Ha ha ha. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? Yeah, but like, was it an apple? Was it a flat thing? Was it metal? Like, huh? Maybe he couldn't see it. But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime... Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that, right? Let's talk of another point, namely, what the bellboy did next. Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing, I also don't like that he's being vague about that. I'm gonna push this one. We have to push the third one too, the one before this. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. Oh god, what? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien. Old bag. With a ray gun. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. Old bag. Old bag. We all know. I think we can forget about the alien. Okay, wasting my time, but that's fine. Okay. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure you... Okay. That just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Okay. We're fine. We can do this. We should push everything. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? Maybe poor... stop saying this about yourself. It sounds sad. I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye in a sort of sneaky, spy-like... Bro. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? Okay. That was also kind of a waste of time, but that's fine. I'm gonna come back to this in a second. I want to push this one, and then we'll push the other one, and we'll ask about the person. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Ungar's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall, went in there, and who knows after that, right? I do. Okay. We ask about the person. Oh, we know, Feeny. Okay. Ask about the person inside. So, who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Eh? Only an arm. Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face. What kind of arm? Thin arm? Big arm? Covered arm? Yeah. I would like to summarize his testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. Oh, okay. Maybe this was a pushing everything situation. Or maybe it was just those two. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went into the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all of this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... no. If you remember, please... well, now what? Yes, sir. Hare? Ah! Oh, he didn't remember. I thought I was supposed to do something else. Okay, if I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. We have to present the bear. It has to be the bear, right? But why would the bear? Because they made a big deal about the bear being wood, and I didn't like that. It, like, disturbed me. Okay. A statue! Yeah, it kind of looked like I like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? We're gonna present it, but I wanted to push first. Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever the statue... Okay. I know. Mia. I know, Mia. No, go back. Go back! Present the bear. Like, what else is it gonna be? It has to be the bear. What are we doing? What was the point of the pregnant pause? Where did that object come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Huh? Why? Why? If you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Don't be scared. Mr. Powers! There's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey! That's it! That's a something! Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out! I recall we found this at Matt Ungard's mansion. At the defendant's house. Oh, nah, that's why. What does this mean? What does this have to do with anything? I don't know the bear. It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear for the scene of the crime. Why, though? Then, the bear being found at Mr. Ungard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ungard is the killer's client. Yep. Order! I said order. Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue. Whoa. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Yeah, what though, yo? Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, no. Punishment bar? Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable bar? Oh, thank God, okay. I thought it was gonna make me figure it out for evidence. Powers' testimony. The person who received the bear. The bear itself. It has to be the person who received the bear. He didn't see Matt get it. Maybe the mystery person gave it to Matt, right? It has to be something like that. Okay, we're good. The bar went away. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of. Ah! He's screaming? You okay? Why are you? You're the one to scream. What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remember who took the bear. What? You said it was an arm. Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. This is good though for us, because we can say that. But now we're framing Adrian. But you know what I mean? Like, it could have been anybody in that suit, and the suit was in the room. It was a nickel samurai's arm, I swear it. You've got to be kidding! Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was a nickel samurai. Order, order! It looks like you've dug your own grave. Yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the nickel samurai. And as we all know, Madame Guard is the nickel samurai. Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. What are we supposed to do now? Mia, help! You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry! Now, I will bring this cross-examination to... Your Honor. Again, Mr. Wright. We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. What are you doing? I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull? Oh well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? We already did the person who received the bear, though. The bear itself? The bear itself? That went away. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright. It was found at Mr. Enguarde's mansion. However, Mr. Enguarde was arrested at the hotel that night. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Yeah, he asked us to feed Shu and everything. Oh, I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Enguarde who took this bear to his mansion. Good one, Feeny. Good one. Good on ya. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew. Disaster averted. It looks... You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Well, we sure do try, though, ne? Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Enguarde's mansion. What? I don't remember. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. While using our, like, conversation, our private conversation with our boyfriend against us in the court of law. The killer and Enguarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Enguarde mansion as its butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to the Enguarde mansion by the killer himself. But why would he even want this? Like, it's just a piece of, like a, what is the point? Was this like the killer's way of being like, yo, I did it, here's a little token of appreciation? Like, I don't understand why this happened at all. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Enguarde had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Is there anything I can attack at all? I think we've heard enough. Yo, we need help. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. As well as who it was that received this bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client, who hired the assassin to commit the murder, was Mr. Madame Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do? We have to raise an objection. We have to raise an objection. I don't know what though, but we have to stop it. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. What? Your Honor. Right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number 1, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at an Unguard mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. Oh, I bet it's Adrian. We're gonna throw Adrian under the bus. Who else is it gonna be? Oh, man, that's not good. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client? Yes. Tisk, tisk. Is this all you have? Oh, it's 3. It's -3. If we mess up. Who do you say to kill? Okay. Profiles. We have to pick Adrian. We have to pick Adrian. You know? Yeah. Adrian Andrews. I feel bad. Adrian really gets rung through the freaking ringer in this story. Ne? There's a lot of bad things that happen to Adrian. It's not good. It's very not good. Ne? It's not good. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Man on Guard for the crime. By wearing the spare nickel samurai costume. Ah! Then! The nickel samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about... Is she gonna come up and... I don't think she's gonna have to defend herself again, is she? But what about Mr. On Guard? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion. It was well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. It feels bad. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense logic, besides which there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone could tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. That's like lawyers' jobs. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even though if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. I feel like this is what you get when you sign up to be a lawyer, honey. You know? Order, order, order! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. And look, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just me. But my impression of, like, people... It depends. It depends. It depends. But I feel like when you think of jobs that people don't respect or like, lawyer is up there. Lawyer is up there. For me, I want to know what kind of lawyer. If you're a corporate lawyer, is a whole different thing than if you're like an immigration lawyer fighting for people's rights and things like that. That's a different kind of situation. A corporate lawyer, I mean, someone's got to do it, I guess. But certain jobs have a certain level of scuzz than others. And I would say, as a whole, I don't think lawyers are that dumb. At least in America, or at least maybe in Los Angeles or California, I don't know. My feeling is that they're not very well respected. At least by regular people. Maybe in bougier circles they are. Your Honor! For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with this what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Thanks for going along with me, honey. Love you. Mr. Wright, even if you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? That's what I've been wondering. He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why? Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. Is it like, something to do with the love thing? Like... No, but that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Like, was it something that, like, what's her face? Max Impacts? No, what was her name? Celeste? Like, maybe it was a bear that Celeste gave him? And he was like, give me that freaking bear. Maybe it's like a petty reason like that. Maybe not. And I'm sure that once this court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution— where is Gumshoe? Gumshoe needs to hurry up. We're like running out of rope here. The prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. She is coming back. She is coming back! Somehow I don't think we're gonna make her, like, blow her glasses up, though. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness at that time. Yes, Your Honor. Well, alright. Now it's almost lunchtime. Are we feeding Pearl? If Mia eats, Pearl's body is fine, right? Same body. Don't give me that look. I don't like this look. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt on Adrian. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. Just go away. Ah, I swear this demon will pay. Yeah, this one is demon. Oh, Pearl is back. Mr. Nick. Let's get some juice, Pearl. Pearls, where's Mia? I don't know. Ah! A really strong power suddenly called her away. Maya. It's Maya. A really strong power. It's gotta be Maya. Pulling her like, yo sis, and she's like, gotta go. She leaves. It's fine. We can play with Pearl on the break. Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is? It's from Gumshoe. Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Barely. Yeah, sorta. But we just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. What about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but oh my god, that's so bad! What? We don't have any more time! If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent! Ah! 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 It's Mia. Mia's back. A tent! I could see a circus tent. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me? So it was Maya that called you away. I knew it. Girl, I knew it. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. I like the callback to the other trial. Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Man, this divine intervention— is that divine intervention? The, like, supernatural ways we get out of a pickle in this game is hilarious to me. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. But Feeny would have been dead like 400 times if it wasn't for Maya, Mia, Pearl, like, the Kurain technique. Hey, draw a circle on the map. About 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry! And I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe! There's also a mailbox. This is so exciting. This is very exciting to me. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? Sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. You can do it, Gumshoe. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Beep. Mia. Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make the trial last a little longer. This is so hype, you guys. This is so hype. I'm happy. I thought, okay. Court will now reconvene. I thought we were going to be done with this part, but I guess not. The killer. What? Oh, I do know. I do know what's going to happen in the next part. I do know. I know who's coming to the stage. The killer. The man who murdered the victim handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Adrian Andrews is a nice name. Smooth, smooth. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. She's gonna freaking hate us, by the way. She deserves to hate us. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before. That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? All right. Why? Why does she? It's gotta be with Celeste. It's gotta be with Celeste. It has to, has to. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Oh. What do I know? If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. 3D puzzles are the freaking bane of my existence. I hate them. I'm very, very bad at them. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. I have one of these. It's a Rirakuma one. My mom did it because I couldn't do it. I gave it to her and then she gave it back to me. Here's your thing. I could not do it. I could not do it. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. It does have a hole in the middle too, but I thought that was just design. I didn't think you could put stuff in there. I can't put anything in there because I can't, if I disassemble it, I can't put it back together, so. You really can't tell it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Jewelry box. If I was better at puzzles, that would be good. 3D puzzles. My brain doesn't work that way. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? What's inside? Smash it. Let's see it. Don't smash it. Don't hurt the bear. Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination. What the hell are we gonna do? It looks like there really was something to that bear after all. What's inside the bear? That's what I want to know. What's inside this bear? Let's push this. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as one never told anyone either, then only the two of us know. So she gave it to him! The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. Angard didn't know, right? He knew! I mean, he knew if he's getting it back, right? We don't know anything about this figurine. So we should try to find out more for now. Okay. Keep pushing. Keep on pushing. Where did you get it? Why did you give it? I don't know. A puzzle. That's right. Open it. I want to know what's in the middle. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? Oh god, that was a waste of time. So you can take it apart, and how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is the most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. You can't hate the judge for this. That's great. Oh, don't mind me. We'll go ahead and carry on. Are you listening? I think he's lost it. Okay. Yeah, I want him to take it apart. Like a ring? Like a bracelet? How do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland! Ooh, I want to go. Take me. Then this was a present from you. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for one. So it was a present for Miss Andrews. Okay. Who does she go with? Who does she go with? So, who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many people with the same bear in this country. Yeah. But it looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside. Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Okay. What the hell am I gonna say about this bear? What's inside the bear? What's in the bear? I need to know. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What's inside the box? That's what I was saying, Edgeworth. You heard me. What's inside? That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness, open the bear. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. Adrian's so cool. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. Standing like that. All eyes are on Miss Andrews as she now solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Click. What the heck is in here? I've opened it. I don't remember any of this. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. Buddy? I don't think we need to guess at what that is. Do we, Mr. Wright? I think I know. It's the suicide, yeah. What else is it gonna be? A receipt from Macy's? It's a suicide note. The suicide note. Well, actually, I want to read it, though, because we've been talking about it so much, but then never got the contents of it. The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had a very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is the most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Although, Adrian didn't want this note to be read aloud to have her be used again. But, if we can use it to get, well, we're trying to buy time, but you know. Order! Witness! Do you know about this? Like, this could be the thing that really nails, Matt, nah. So that could kind of be like good justice, nah. Do you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by DeKiller. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace, as usual. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate to the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. I was going to burn it. For her sake. This is sad, nah. I'm deeply sorry, but I cannot allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. I feel like... whatever. Because a jury is not a jury. There's no jury in Japan. It's just an audience. Couldn't there be a way where only the judge reads it, and then we read it, and Edgeworth reads it, and the public does not know if this is, like, sensitive information? That's what I think should happen, but, you know, whatever. Very well. Because a suicide note is a very personal thing. I don't think everyone should know. But here we go. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impact left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About her being used and then thrown away by Ungard. About being engaged to Corrida and Ungard's role in destroying that. It's kind of Corrida's problem too, though. We've talked in depth about that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all. Well, this isn't any new information from us, though, nay. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word! Matt Ungard's values above all else is refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. Well, it's too late now, though, Nate. At any cost. What now? It's Ungard's fault that this woman killed herself. And this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. Yeah, you know. There is no room for doubt here. Mr. De Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear was with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. We're dead. We're dead, you guys. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. She deserves no sympathy from anyone. Ugh. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. Object! I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence. Oh god. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of the situation through one of those. A suicide note or the figurine? Which one should I pursue? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Okay, let's think about this. Let's just calm down and think about this. Celeste's suicide note. The figurine. I think the figurine is pretty donezo at this point. Why else would he take the bear? To get the suicide note. But, hold on. Let's look at them since they went in the court record. Alright. This is a no, I'm not gonna say anything. I think we have to go with the suicide note. Because we could argue, this is stupid, but we could argue that, okay, we heard Celeste's side of the story. What about that side of the story? We could do that. I feel like we talked about the bear a lot. I don't feel like it's the bear. Okay, I was right. I was good. Thank God. Please wait, Your Honor. Big spook. Big scare. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it? It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. Listen! Don't give in to peer pressure, Feeny. Do what you need to do. You know? Because eventually we're gonna get him. You know we're gonna get him. We just have to buy time. So just ignore the haters. Ignore the people getting mad for really good reasons. And just keep going. I think Your Honor believes that man on guard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. Where? This note was hidden by Mr. Kurita until the night of the murder. Oh. If that is the case, how would he know? I say that man on guard could not have known what was written inside this note. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I didn't think of it either, but that's fine. I just got lucky. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. The defense seems to be in love with wishing more to spare upon it, so... Okay. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. Oh, frig. What is that? Yeah, okay. It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as means of spying. Spying. What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. But he knew about it, so whatever. Man on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And? The victim, Juan Kurita, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Man on guard. Yeah. Order! Ahem, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You. Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. We're a bad boy today. Ugu. I don't know what else to say to you, Judgy. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. We are being so bad boy, right? We were like getting mad at Franzi for being bad girl. Now the tables have turned and we are the big bad. We are the big bad. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. This is so delicious though, you know what I'm saying? It's tasty. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this gumshoes bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Man on guard's fingerprints were on there. Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On Guard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. You got me good this time. I don't have anything to say counter that. Ah! Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that bad killer guy? Just stop, don't look at him. Why are you taking a child to a courtroom like this? Just the way he's sweating is so ew, nasty. I shouldn't, this is not nice of me, but I think it's hilarious. Feeny getting roasted by the crowd is sort of funny. You know I like that. I like to do it too. Phoenix, don't be sad, Feeny. It's okay. Phoenix, I do it out of love. They're doing it out of hate. Yes, Chief. Have you figured out what you're going to do next trip? What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case. But in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Ayya. What is it, Mia? I don't know. There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Because this is a game and I need to figure it out myself. That's why, Feeny. Alright, I think it's time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? We do. Do I need it now, though? What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? No, we have to present evidence. I have an objection, Your Honor. We didn't even scream it out with the freaking bubble and everything. Just, I have an objection. That was about the weakest objection I've heard, Mr. Wright. Listen, we're weak right now, okay? Take pity on us. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. That's better. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. We're so sassy and I don't know what the hell it is. I have to look. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, is that what I just said? Yeah, she's trying to take her line and make it look cool. So, you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. God, what the hell is it? I needed to check. I didn't know. It's the suicide note. But it makes sense. This is called me not realizing this important piece versus you know, maybe the game being a little funky. This is in line, but I just didn't think of it. This Celeste's suicide note was just revealed like right now. So how do we know that the handwriting is matching? We don't. That is the I would not have gotten that. I would not have gotten it. I wouldn't have. I just wouldn't. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? This is a great delaying technique, though, ne? This is very smart. I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside the bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh! So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. It would have been more satisfying if I understood it or got it on my own. I feel a little salty that I couldn't figure it out. Mr. Wright! Are you saying this suicide note is a fake? We are being so bad. Andrews is gonna have us on a blacklist for the rest of her life. And yeah, understandable. Miss Andrews, You were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Unguard. I feel bad even, like, saying it. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it in this bear? How dare you! We're so the worst. Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve this puzzle was the witness herself. Ah! Oh, we got the good, I wanted her to put the glasses back on. That's my favorite part. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt on guard. This is so bad. We're the scuzziest sleazeball ever. I did no such thing. At least we get cutie Miss Andrews one less time for the road, you know? I guess that's a bonus. Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note as a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory? I don't have that, baby. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of the proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ah! This worked out in our favor so much, though, yo. Because they gotta do the, what, handwriting analysis? That takes a while, right? That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm this handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense stated, the handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where the verdict is impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Because it sounds like Gumshoe's gonna get her. Soon, right? I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis is my butt. That's just the lawyers trying to buy more time. Unguard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! Guilty! This crowd is wilding out. This is hilarious. They are mad. What is that sound? It is my phone. Please hold. It's Gumshoe. Just answering the phone in the courtroom. Hello, Gumshoe. What is it with him? And what is with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away! Yeah, bye! What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Oh my god. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. Oh my god. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty! 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 This is falling apart. He's answering the phone. The court is out of order. Everyone's chanting. Did you hear that? They're calling for his head. But they're not, at the end of the day, like, the public can be mad, but at the end of the day, that's not how it works in Japan, right? So, like, I mean, maybe the judge will have a certain pressure, peer pressure from the audience, but if he decides, he decides. It's not the jury to decide. So, Mr. Wright, I can't, for us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Do it, Phoenix! Phoenix D. Wright, or whatever her middle initial was. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. Just chuck it to Edgeworth. Heads up. Throw it. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth! Catch! Oh, he did do it! I like the little... I was joking about throwing the phone, and it was real. That's hilarious. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you've got to buy some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Girl, he was like, there are rules and I am not gonna break them. Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. I don't think this is as bad. It's not great. But I think it's better than having freaking Matt get said that he is guilty, because then she dies 1000%. This time, having the extra day, Gumshoe can try to find him. And maybe Edgeworth can join the crew. I don't know. Freaking Edgeworth is like brain boy over here, figuring everything out. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Yo, I feel like Feeny has to wait, because there's gonna be people waiting outside for him, you know what I'm saying? Ah! Like people in the parking lot just waiting for Phoenix Wright. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Where are we going? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. Oh. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. Edgeworth saving us again. Wow. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? No! 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honor! This is so suspicious, having both people, like, begging the judge. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. This is it, then. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Okay, so this is where this one will end. And then it'll pick up with after the recess, and then we're just going till the end, baby. I think so. This is so exciting. 2:04 p.m. Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Ugh. Report. Oh, he has the phone, that's right. Put on speaker, baby. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence? Ho, ho, ho. I thought you asked, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Love you, baby. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. Oh my god, that feels like a crime. That feels like a crime. What? He's just stealing evidence like, yo, it's fine, don't worry. Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'd be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get here in one piece. Oh, affection from Edgeworth! Oh man, that's gonna make Gumshoe's like whole life. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. You're gonna die. Okay. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. What was that? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe. Oh my god, he got in a car accident. Oh my god, did he seriously get in a car accident? Eh? What's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me. No one can stop me. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so freaking intense right now. What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. Oh my god! What was he thinking? He wasn't! That's a problem with Gumshoe, yo! I've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving patrol car, so... Francie! Francie knows where he is! Oh my god! Francie knows where he is! Francisca knows where he is. She was stalking him, sort of. Oh my god, oh my god. It's gonna, I swear to god, it's gonna be Francie. I swear to god. The key to this is Francisca von Karma. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. If it's Francie gonna be chill with that? Whatever, we'll find out. If there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why? Oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Because he was running all the red lights. What do you think's gonna happen? There is a way. There is a way. There is a way. That's right. There is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Oh my god. It's Francie. It's Francie. Francisca. Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Francie, you're our only hope. Francisca. Will she even want to help us? I think so. I think so. Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Felix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Yo, this is romantic! Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecution Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They say it was extremely urgent. You're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. Oh my god. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Yes. Okay. Love you. Oh my god, this was so fun. This was so fun. I like that Francie came back into play. I've missed my girl. I've missed Francie. Oh man, this was good. This was a good time. So that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed so much. This was so fun. This was fun. It was exciting. I don't really remember. I didn't remember any of the... I can't believe I forgot that Gumshoe got in a car accident. And I forgot that Francie was like part of it. I only remembered stuff about Francie at the very, very end. Which we're gonna get to. Oh my god, I'm so excited about that too. It's gonna be good, you guys. It's gonna be good. I'm so excited for the next VOD. So yes, next time will be the finale. Please look forward to it. And until I see you, whenever I see you next, remember to be kind to others, especially yourself. Take care and I'll see you later. Okay, bye bye!